My dear cadets, welcome to you all at the virtual arena of Borishal Cadet College. I am Joydev Mondol, lecturer in mathematics, Borishal Cadet College. Dear cadets, how are you? I hope you are very fine at your home. First of all, I want to say you some do's for fighting against corona pandemic. Cadets, we have to follow some special things for protecting others from getting sick. When coughing and sneezing, cover mouth and nose with flexed elbow or tissue. Throw tissue into closed bin immediately after use. Clean hands with alcohol-based hand rub or soap and water after coughing or sneezing and when caring for the sick. Dear cadets, in my first class of solid geometry, I discussed about parallelepiped and prism. In this chapter class, I will discuss about cone, pyramid, and sphere. So the topic of today's today's class is sphere, right circular cone, and pyramid. Firstly, the learning outcomes of my class. At the end of the class, you will able to measure areas of surface of right circular cone, pyramid, and sphere, measure volumes of right circular cone, pyramid, and sphere, apply the knowledge in practical areas. Keywords. Here is some keywords. So first of all, lateral space, slant height, section of a plane. First of all, sphere. The solid formed by a complete revolution of a semicircle about its distance as axis is called a sphere. The center of the semicircle is the center of the sphere. So boys, we want to see the figure of a sphere. Here is the figure of a sphere. I am repeating again, the solid formed by the complete revolution of a semicircle. This one is a semicircle. This one is also a semicircle. This one also another semicircle. That is, by the revolution of this semicircle about its diameter. Here AOC is the diameter, as the axis is called sphere. Simply, if a semicircle is revolved about its diameter, then a sphere is formed. The center of the semicircle is called the center of this sphere. Here O is the center of this semicircle. So O is also called the center of the sphere. The surface formed by the revolution of the semicircle about its diameter is the surface of the sphere. So you have understood what is the surface of the sphere. Now we see this one is a sphere. If R is the radius of the sphere, then we see that the area of the surface of the sphere will be 4 pi r square unit, area of the whole surface. Then volume will be 4 by 3 pi r cube cubic units. Then the radius of the circle formed by the section of a plane at the distance h from the center. Boys, pay attention. This is the center and the distance between point P from O is h. So here A plane has been created. The name of that plane is QBR. Okay, so the radius of the plane QBR, that is BP. So the length of the BP will be root over R square minus H square. Now cadets, we will solve a problem by applying the formula we have already discussed. The problem is an iron sphere of diameter 4 centimeter is flattened into a circular iron sheet of thickness 2 by 3 centimeter. Then what is the radius of the sheet? So boys, let's start. Radius of the iron sphere, that is, we know that radius equal to diameter divided by 2. Here diameter is 4, so the radius will be 4 divided by 2, this equal to 2 centimeter. And what will be the volume of this sphere? We know the volume of the sphere, that is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So the volume is 4 by 3 pi r. What is the value of r? 2 cube, that is 32 divided by 3 pi cubic centimeter. Now let the radius of the sheet is r centimeter. Given that the thickness of the sheet is 2 by 3 centimeter, so the volume of the sheet will be, we can imagine that sheet will be just like a cylinder, where the height of the cylinder is thickness of the sheet. So the volume of that sheet will be pi r square 2 by 3 cubic centimeter, that is 2 by 3 pi r square. So by the given condition, we can write that this 2 by 3 pi r square equal to 32 divided by 3 pi, because the volume of substance always remain same. Calculating these two, we get the value r square equal to 16, that is r equal to 4. So easily we can say that the radius of the sheet is 4 centimeter. Now right circular cone. First of all, we will know what is right circular cone. The solid formed by a complete revolution of a right angle triangle about one of its sides adjacent to the right angle as axis is called a right circular cone. Okay boys, first of all we will see a picture. I have told you that a solid formed by a complete revolution of a right angle triangle. Here this one is a right angle triangle. This one is the right angle. If we revolve this right angle triangle about one of its sides, here I have revolved it about H, then we have got this figure, and this figure is called a right circular cone. Now we will know some formula related to the right circular cone. Boys, if the circular cone has height OA, that is OA equal to H, OC equal to R, and AC, this is slant height, AC equal to L, then what will be the area of the curved surface? The area of curved surface will be half into circumference of the base, this one, circumference of the base into slant height. So half into, what is the circumference of the base? Since the base is a circle, so the circumference of the circle will be 2 pi r. And what is the slant height here? L. So the Final result will be pi r L square units. Now, area of the whole surface. The area of the whole surface will be area of the curved surface plus area of the base. What is area of the curved surface? We have already defined that pi r L. And what is the area of the base? Since it is a square, that's why area of that square is pi r square. Now, if you take common pi r, then you get r plus L square units. So what is the area of the whole surface? In a single lot, we can say that pi r into r plus L. Now, what is the volume of a right circular cone? The volume equal to 1/3 area of base into height. Here, 1/3, the area of base equal to pi r square. We have already gone through it, and the height is h, and the unit of the volume is cubic unit. Now we will solve a problem related to this formula. If a right circular cylinder has a height of 12 centimeter and a base of diameter 10 centimeter, then find its slant height, the area of the curved surface, and the whole surface, and its volume. Huge term. What are given? Height is 12 centimeter. The diameter of the base is 10 centimeter. Then we have to find, first of all, slant height, area of the curved surface, area of the whole surface, and volume. That is, we have to find 1, 2, 3, and 4 answer. So boys, let's start. First of all, we see what is the radius of the base. We have given that the diameter of the base is 10 centimeter. We know radius equal to diameter divided by base. So 10 by 2 is equal to 5 centimeter. What is the slant height? We know that the slant height L equal to root over h square plus r square. What is h? Here, given that the height of the right circular cylinder is 12 centimeter, so the value of h is 12 and the value of r is 5. We have already calculated it. Then again calculating it, we get the result will be 13 centimeter. Now, first of all, we will find what is the area of the curved surface. We have already learned that the area of the curved surface is pi r L. So here is pi. What is the value of r? We have already learned that the value of r is 5. And what is the value of L? We see we have calculated here. The value of L is 13. So putting that value here, and with the help of a calculator, calculating this, we get the value 204.2035 square centimeter. You know, the value of pi is 3.14. Now we will calculate what is the area of the whole surface. So first of all, we want to see the formula again. The area of the whole surface equal to pi r into r plus L square units. So here we also take that pi r into L plus r. So pi, what is the value of r? R is, the value of r is 5. What is the value of L? The value of L is 13 plus the value of r. Then with the help of a calculator, we have calculated, and the result is 282.7433 square centimeter. Now, finally, we have to find the value of volume. What is the volume of a right circular cone? Yes, boys, you know that 1/3 by r square is. So, putting the value of r, putting the value of h, we get 1/3 pi into 5 square into 12, that is 314.1593 cubic centimeter. So guys, we have already defined what is the curved surface, area of the whole surface, volume, and what is the slant height. Now guys, we will discuss about pyramid. First of all, we will know what is pyramid. A solid figure with a polygonal base and triangular faces that meet at a common point is called a pyramid. So you see a figure here, this on a pyramid. This is a solid figure and its base, it is a quadrilateral, that is, it is a polygon, and the faces are triangular. This one is a face, this one also a face. So we see that the faces are triangular. So this is the figure of a pyramid. I am repeating again. If a solid figure with a polygonal base and triangular faces that meet at a common point, this is the common point, is called a pyramid. Now we see that the base of a pyramid is any polygon and its lateral faces are of any triangular shape. We have already discussed it. But if the base is a regular polygon and the lateral face are congruent triangles, the pyramid is called regular pyramid. So this one is very much important. What is a regular pyramid? What is regular pyramid? If the base is a regular polygon and the lateral faces are congruent triangles, at that case the pyramid is said to be the regular pyramid. The regular pyramids are eye catching. You know it very much. In Mysore, the world famous pyramid is established. The line joining the vertex and any corner of the base is called the edge of the pyramid. This one is the vertex, and suppose this one is the ending point. This one is another point. If you join this point, that is this on is a edge, this on another edge, this on another edge. The length of the perpendicular from the vertex to the base is called the height of the pyramid. That is, this one is the vertex. I have drawn a perpendicular on the base and it is named as ace. So here ace is the height of the pyramid. First, I am repeating again, the line joining the vertex and any point. It may be this point or this point or this point or that point. These lines are called the edge of the pyramid. And the perpendicular drawn from the vertex on the base is called the height of the pyramid. Now we will know some formula related to the pyramid. First of all, area of the surface of pyramid. It will be area of the base plus area of the lateral faces, just like the right circular cone. But if the lateral faces are congruent triangles, at that case, what we can say? The area of all surfaces of the pyramid will be area of the base. This one is fixed, but area of the lateral faces will be half into perimeter of the base into slant height. If the height of the pyramid is h, radius of the inscribed circle of the base is r, and L is the slant height, then the value of L will be root over h square plus r square. It is also just like the right circular cone. So I am repeating again from the what is the area of the all surfaces of the pyramid. Area of the base plus area of the lateral surfaces. Area of the base is fixed, but what is the area of the lateral faces? If the lateral surface are congruent, Then the area of the lateral faces will be half into perimeter of the base into slant height. Now, what is the slant height? If the height of the pyramid is h, radius of the inscribed circle of the base is r, and L is the slant height, then that L will be root over h square plus r square. Dear boys, now we will solve a problem related to the formulas of pyramid. The height of a pyramid with a circular base of the side 10 centimeter is 12 centimeter. Find its areas of all surfaces and the volume. So we have to find two answers. One is area of all surfaces and another is volume. So let us start. The perpendicular distance of any side of the base from the center, that is what is given, the height of the pyramid with a square base of side 10 centimeter, that is the base is a square and length of that square is 10. So the perpendicular distance of any sides of the base from its center will be r equal to 10 by 2, that is 5 centimeter. Therefore, the slant height of any lateral surface equal to root over h square plus r square. Here we see that the height of the pyramid is 12, that is the value of h is 12 and the value of r is 5. So root over 12 square plus 5 square. This is equal to root over 12 square equal to 144 and 5 square equal to 25. So calculating, we get the result 3 centimeter. So the area of all faces surfaces, or that is area of all faces, will be the area of base, that is, since it is a square, so the area of this area of the base of this pyramid will be 10 into 10, that is 10 square plus half into, we want to see the formula again. Half into perimeter of the base into slant height. So applying that formula, we get area of the base plus half into perimeter of the base into slant height. Perimeter of the base 4 into 10, because the length of one side is 10, so length of four side will be 4 into 10 into the slant height. We have seen that the value of the slant height is 13. Then calculating, we get the result 360 square centimeter. Now it is time to find the volume. We know that the volume is 1/3 into area of the base into height. So 1/3 area of the base, that is 10 into 10, it is the area of a square, into height. The height is given, that is 12. Then calculating this, we get the result 400 cubic centimeter. Therefore, we see that the area of all surfaces of the pyramid is 30 square centimeter and the volume is 400 cubic centimeter. Dear cadets, till now I have discussed firstly sphere and the problem related to the sphere, then the formulas of right circular cone and the problem related to the right circular cone, and lastly pyramid, the formulas of pyramid and the problems related to the pyramid. Now, if you have any query, ask that in your comment section. Dear boys, now it is time to get some homework. Your first homework is a right circular cone, a semi-sphere and a cylinder of equal height stand on the equal bases. Show that their volumes are in the ratio 1:2:3. And the second one is a conical tent has a height of 7.50 meters. How much canvas will be required if it is desired to enclose a land of 2000 square meters? I hope all of you will solve this homework and also the related topic from your textbook. Dear cadets, at the very beginning of my lecture, I told you about some do's for coronavirus. Now, I will tell some don'ts for fighting against coronavirus. Don't plan trip if you are sick. Avoid close contact with people who are unwell or showing symptoms of illness such as cough, running nose, etc. Avoid contact with live animals and consumption of raw or undercooked meats. Avoid travel to farms, live animal markets, or where animals are slaughtered. Thanks a lot.